today. This actually isn't a carpool karaoke session, and it is in fact a Q&A. I'm currently driving to Costa drive-thru to get myself a drink. Parked up in the Costa drive-thru. I'm gonna get myself a coconut iced latte. I thought for a laughter, I am gonna be doing an Australian accent to the person on the voice. Just for a bit of a joke. It's not really funny, but I find it hilarious. And plus, I've planned a 2-month trip to Australia at the end of this year, so practice makes perfect. I'm just kidding. Hello?
No, but it's not funny at the end of the day.
That was offensive. Hello, can I please have a coconut iced latte, please? Thank you, bye.
Bruh.
Guys, that was shit. I think I started off really good and then it really faded out because I got nervous. Hello?
Just a moment.
Okay, so coconut iced latte acquired. Oh my gosh, I could actually drink that like it's water. Let's get started on the Q&A session. I thought I'd do a Q&A because I haven't done one in a while, and I think it's nice to just catch up and chat with you guys. Has a lot changed in my life this year? Yes, at the start of the year, my life actually completely changed, which so many of you guys, if you've been following along with my journey, know about. But in terms of any drastic change since then, life has been different. That's what I would say. I would just say it's been different. First question is, which I think is a fabulous one, what are your goals for the next 5 years? So if we're talking like business wise and stuff like that, I would say my goal really is to make a product. I know a lot of people have apps and they have podcasts and stuff like that, but I'm personally not interested in that, and I don't think I want to just feel pressured into doing it because everybody else is doing it. Personally, and I know this is a big goal, I would love to create a food product because I know it aligns with what I'm all about. And I have a few ideas in my head, but I just need to execute them and get the dollar for it. So if my boyfriend can really buck up on his cryptocurrency, maybe I'll get there on time. What is the hardest thing about weight gain? So if many of you guys know, I had a full-on weight gain journey, and I have a much more fun-filled lifestyle now, and I'm so confident and happy within myself for following that journey through.
Hopefully this video became of use to some of you and gave you some reassurance, or maybe just a wake-up message to say that you are enough and amazing the way you are.
But I would actually say, if we're being very lighthearted here, my hardest thing about gaining weight was losing all the clothes that I bought over time. Like, it's hard losing money, and clothing is money, and I had to throw it all away because none of it fitted me anymore. So I would say that's one. He's being really noisy. Sorry, not sorry. Do you feel you have more energy at the gym now that you can be flexible with your time? I wouldn't say my gym energy levels have changed as such, not being in full-time work, because I gave it my all anyways. Like, I know many people ask, like, how did I fit in full-time work, getting a gym session in, doing my content and stuff like that, but in general, I am like a highly motivated and dedicated person, so if I believe in something, I would just follow it through with all of my effort and energy. What was your favourite part of going to Dubai? If we're talking about like my favourite day or kind of activity that we did there, I think both me and Lola agreed that the Atlantis water park was amazing. I didn't get to film like all of the rides because I wanted to really enjoy myself, but we did go on loads of rides and it was lovely. Are you enjoying being a full-time influencer? Do you miss radiography? So I'd say that was two like part questions. I am loving this lifestyle, guys. I can't lie, it is a great lifestyle, and actually I feel very, very grateful. I am quite a humble person, and to come from a full-time healthcare career to now this kind of lifestyle, I really do see the difference and somewhat feel quite, not selfish, but like, why me? Why do I deserve this? Like, how is this happening, sort of thing, and a bit of like imposter syndrome, because like influencers, I think they have it easy, and I know it is really, really hard work because I do it myself, and I did it with my full-time career as well, so I really do know that it is hard-time work, and I guess it's a different kind of work to my healthcare work, so is one harder than the other? Not really, but do I miss radiography? Probably not. It came really obvious that I wasn't enjoying radiography as much as I did when I first started, when everyone else was moving up a band, which in the healthcare work scheme, there is like bands in the UK, so you can work from band 5, band 6, band 7, band 8, and my cohort were like all jumping up to band 6, but I didn't want to progress in my career, and for reasons being that I wanted to post my next YouTube video, I wanted to post my next post or reel on Instagram. So I think in the background I always wanted to do this full time. January was just like the tipping point, and I just went ahead with it and thought, fuck it. Where do you get all your content ideas from? Love how creative you always are. Thank you so much. So I have this one big content session each month where I plan on my content, I write it down in my diary, and I have this app called The Grid. So I planned my feed posts in accordance to what brands I'm working with, like my current brands that I work with, like Gymshark and MyProtein, and what they require each month, and then go from there. But honestly, I just think about a bunch of things and make it happen. Also, I kind of align my feed with the idea of lifestyle, fitness and food content, because I would say that's my sort of niche and what I'm all about. So I try not to go off scheme of that and create my content around those topics. Will you ever move in with your boyfriend, or will you continue long distance? So yes, me and my boyfriend have plans in moving in with each other. I am working towards that. It is a goal of mine to be able to do that with Armando. We don't want to rent an apartment or anything like that. We just want to buy a house directly. So we both appreciate that it takes time, and we respect that. How are you finding being a Gymshark athlete so far? I am absolutely loving it, guys. Being part of the Gymshark team is incredible. Everyone makes you feel like part of the family, and just, it's all positive vibes, truly. It really is positive vibes. How do you stop obsessing over calories consumed? It is so difficult. And I completely understand this and empathize with you, but I would recommend watching my weight gain journey like playlist. I have a whole playlist including a bunch of videos on how I kind of got out of that rut and my progression, because it's, I think, a bit more complex to just explain in one sentence like within this Q&A. So I would just recommend watching all the videos, and then if you're still like curious, please do message me on Instagram. Do you prefer being self-employed, or do you miss being employed by an employer? I guess there are perks to each role, but I would say I miss the kind of like social aspect of being employed by an employer. I loved my colleagues and I'm still friends with them now. We go out for dinner dates and holidays together. So I do miss that in the grand scheme of things. I just don't miss being employed by an employer because I love doing things myself. I'm quite organized and independent, and that's how I kind of want to go forward in my life. After or before being on holiday, do you cut back at all food wise, or do you eat normally? So I have actually written a caption all about this just yesterday, so if you want to go check that post out, I'll leave it here for you to go look at. But no, I don't compensate at all anymore. It was something that I did in the past, and I've been honest throughout my whole social media platforms. So yeah, do check that post out because it's kind of like what I wrote about. Tips on confidence and self-esteem. Loved the recent Dubai vlog. Thank you so much. So with my weight gain, I have actually gained a lot of confidence, which is not something that I thought I would actually gain, but I completely have. I'm a different person to what I was last year or the year before that, and I would say it's a mixture of having my boyfriend who makes me feel confident, and also having this platform, you guys supporting me, and just being more self-aware about myself and who I am, my personality traits and stuff like that, and just owning it. You gotta fake it until you make it, and I would say that's the advice I would give. What do you love most about your job as a full-time content creator? Genuinely, I would say talking and interacting with you guys. It is so lovely and reassuring to be part of this and feel like we're in this together, and I really do love speaking to you guys via DMs within reason. I can only get through a certain amount of messages, but I really do try my best to get through all of them. So if I have not answered your DM, it's probably because it's a general question that you've asked and I've already answered on my Instagram or on my YouTube, or that I haven't been able to get to your message just yet. Any any plans for another ebook? I've got this question quite a lot recently. If you guys know, I wrote this breakfast all day ebook in like 2019, which when I look back at it, I think it's not my best quality of work. So I really do appreciate anybody that enjoyed that ebook, but it's not something I want to do again because I'm focusing on making this product. If only anyone can fund me. Have you ever thought about going brunette? Guys, I'm naturally brunette or dark hair, so I kind of like this like blonde look that I'm going with, and so does my boyfriend, so maybe not anytime soon, but maybe I will revert going back to brunette in a later date. Do you ever get tired of taking so many photos and videos of yourself? Honestly, it is quite tiring taking photos and videos of yourself, especially when you're not feeling it or you just don't look the part. And I know there's this like thing about being real on social media nowadays, which I totally get, and I am actually very, very real and honest and open with you guys, but I don't want to post a photo personally that I'm not going to feel my most confident in or happy. There are days where I do get tired of filming and videoing myself, but I just have to think in the grand scheme of things that I don't have to film on that particular day I'm maybe feeling low. I can keep that private life of my life to myself rather than constantly share everything about myself on social media, which to an extent I do share a lot, but there are certain parts where I like to keep private. Do your friends and family get frustrated at all about you working / vlogging on your holidays? I would just say this is down to the individual. Anyone that I've gone on holiday with have never been annoyed, let's say, of me like vlogging. I would just like ask them, would you like to be in the vlog at the start of the holiday, and if they're not particularly feeling it on certain days, I wouldn't film them. I would just film myself. But them like watching me vlog, they don't really get irritated, I would say, and that's because they're very quite supportive of what I do, especially my boyfriend. Like, there are times where he just does not want to be in the video, and I respect that because not everybody wants to be filmed, and like I said previously, there are days where I don't want to be filmed, so it's just the same thing, and I just have to respect that about the individual. The only thing my family would get annoyed at is that if I am taking a whole day in the kitchen filming content, which there are loads of days I do that, and it is slightly annoying, hence why I really want my own house. Do you ever feel bad filming yourself with that? What app do you use to track your workouts? This is, I would say, my most asked question that I have ever been asked. Every time I post it on my stories, what app is that? Even though it's written typically on the story, I guess people misread things. Anyways, it is a Trainerize app. It is an app which requires you to be invited by a PT, or if you are subscribed to it, as in like you've bought the subscription yourself to train someone on there. But my boyfriend trains me, which he has an online training program, so if any of you guys are interested, I'll leave the link in the description box down below. He is super helpful with everything, so he basically schedules all my workouts in, my workout plans, and what I need to do each day. Tips for loving yourself more. I have really struggled with this in the past, but I have truly come to a state of equilibrium. Would I say that? Would I say that I have reached the stage of balance and just living my life? I would. Like, this stage of my life has been the best stage yet for me, and that's because I've really come to love who I am and what I'm all about, and respect my body in ways that I've never respected it before. And I would say a big contributing factor to that is to allow yourself to be you. There will be friends and family who don't actually respect who you are as a person, and I would say then to say goodbye, adios, ciao ciao. I have encountered people which don't like me, I would say. They don't kind of like say it to my face, but it's pretty obvious when they don't give you the time of the day, or they stop inviting you to like certain places. And I've kind of built this wall up now where I'm not gonna like try and be someone's friend and force it. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And my boyfriend has kind of given me this kind of like thing to live by, where I have to stop being a people pleaser, which I am truly a people pleaser. I know this is quite off topic of the actual question, but it is like what I'm trying to unlearn, trying to stop being a people pleaser. Can anyone relate? Because it can be very difficult. I am such a loving person and I try to like love everyone and like really be kind to everyone, but sometimes you don't get the same interaction, if you know what I mean. Okay, so last question. What are the benefits of working for yourself and doing YouTube full time? I could write a whole list of things, and if I've got more time to think about it, I will leave the extra little bits of information here if I do forget. But I would say the main points are that I love being independent and working for myself and scheduling my own time and making use of my own time to do something that I find beneficial and helpful for others. And I would say that's the like wider scheme of it all. I really do love helping others and interacting with you guys, as I mentioned previously. I really do hope you enjoyed this little Q&A catch-up session, or if you're new to my channel, gotten to know a little bit more about me. I'm gonna love you and leave you with lots of love, hugs, kisses, and everything else. Thank you for watching this video. Subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more from me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Thank you. Bye.
Quack.